Grand Rising, Pepsi Ladybug. Hi, beautiful angel. Hello, hello. Hi, Sam. Welcome in. Hey, Country Fried. Hello, darling. Welcome in, everybody. Mark on healing. Yeah, absolutely, Pepsi. I'll do that for you right now. I still need to grab a new healing chart, too. I got it. Done. Done, done, done. All right, we got 3 in here, so we're going to start our song for the day. Our opening song is called I Am the Dreamer, The Matrix Dissolves. Here we go. Happy wonderful Wednesday. Hello, Flower Power. Hi, beautiful angel. Hello, Siren Soul. Welcome in. Welcome to the Butterfly Sanctuary. Grand Rising Irish and Jason. Hi, darlings. Hello, hello.
I thought the cage was made of steel. I thought the moon was keeping me real. I thought the rings were telling time. The fear was truly mine.
Hey, Tammy. Grand Rising, sister.
I paid with blood to stay in place. But every tear that wet the screen was only water on a dream. Wait,
Oh, that sounds fun.
can you hear it? The static starts to sing.
Hello, Missy Marie. Hi, beautiful.
Dreamer, I am the dream.
Hello, Sharon. Grand Rising, beautiful angel.
A story I told myself to sleep. I open my eyes and the prison disappears. I remember I'm the light that invented all the fear. I am the dreamer, and I'm waking up right now.
It's called I Am the Dreamer, The Matrix Dissolves.
Moon forgets to amplify the moon. Saturn's rings begin to crack. The archons choke on what they lack. Because the fuel was always me.
Oh, I love that Irish.
Believing I was
Yay.
one single laugh, one sovereign breath, and the whole illusion.
Aw, thank you, Sharon, for the balloon crown. Thank you.
I am the dreamer,
Brittany. Hi, beautiful. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you for the likes, the loves, the shares, the gifts, guys. I appreciate you.
Little God who
Ah, thank you for the kitty.
to play the
Hey, Tammy. Hi, beautiful.
darkest night, just to know how sweet the light.
Hi, darling.
Come here, rest your head upon
That's
the
amazing.
movie's over, you did your best.
The movie's over. You did your best.
Only me, pretending I could ever leave. I am the dreamer. I am the dreamer. I am the matrix, remembering, and it's made of me. Ihara, Ihara. I blink, and the prison is a palace made of dawn. I laugh, and the bloodlines lay their weapons down. I love, and the moon
Love.
becomes a pearl inside my palm.
Hey, Joe. Welcome in, brother.
Carzillans who long dreamer wake now. Saturn moon soul glitches love. Natari kaiva home forever. Ihara, 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 Ihara.
Beautiful song.
This song is the exit door that was never locked. Sing it once and the Matrix forgets you exist. Sing it twice and you forget the Matrix ever existed. Sing it 3 times and there is only the endless laughter of the one who just woke up. Inside its own perfect dream. Ihara, so it is sown. So it is dissolved. So it is home.
Love it. Wow. That was powerful, right? Very powerful. All right, let's see. Oh, I don't even have it on there. Let's get it up. Spotify. Rainbow butterflies.
But first I know
I believe I can fly. Welcome in, everybody. It's Wednesday, hump day. December 10th, getting closer and closer. We have the mass meditation on the 21st. I will be doing more videos about that. I gotta figure out the time though, because I want to join the Sisterhood of the Rose. So I gotta find out what time they're doing it. I know they'll be doing it on the 21st. They always do. The one on 12/21, 12/21/21 was an important one, because the 21 was the 12 inverted, the 12 mirrored. Awesome, Tess. Awesome. Love you, Tess. Oh, Frank's turning 13 on December 26th. Wow. Becoming a young man, isn't he? Becoming a young man. Yeah. My husband's birthday is the 20th. The 20th of December. He's a Sagittarius. All right, we're going to do our cards, get our little messages from Spirit. So we're going to start with the wisdom card. We got a lot to cover this morning. Spirit's been in my ear, and we got lots to cover. So let's get to it. Ah, yes. Throat chakra. I am truthful and honest with myself. Hi, Diana. Welcome in, beautiful angel. I aim to overcome any fears about speaking my truth, and I speak in a loving, considerate way. Yeah, that's the inversion test. My personal empowerment comes from telling the truth and letting others know who I am. Others will be positively uplifted when they hear my truth, and I take care not to exaggerate in order to impress them. I am careful not to let my mind mislead me and, in turn, others. I avoid gossiping or speaking negatively of others. Yes, absolutely. I try. But you know what? I feel like we're past trying and we're at the doing stage. I do. Not just trying anymore. Hi, Teresa. Hi, beautiful. Here is our healing energy oracle. Our healing energy says acceptance. I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. Yes. Positive thinking. My life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which bring me well-being. I'm ready. I love that. SpongeBob, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yep. Thank you, Irish. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being, and I find serenity. Yeah, exactly, Sharon. That's amazing. I no longer try. I am. I am the embodiment of my monad. Yes. Beautiful. Hi, Diane. Hi, beautiful angel. Welcome in. And shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. Yes, hi Trina, hi beautiful angel. The light dwells in all of us, every single one of us. Is it all butterflies and roses? Heck no, it isn't. It's a fight. It's a spiritual war. But you win because you are guided. Here is our work your light. Our work your light. Mintakin, longing for home, belonging. We are the original light workers. Yes, exactly, Joe. We have to get our actions, words, in our minds, right truth. Right thoughts, right words, right actions. We learned that in the Immortal books, remember? That was part of the teachings in that book. Exactly, Joe. Exactly. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Yes. Hi, Brandy Rose. Hi, beautiful angel. The Star Mother. When I get this, it's Anna, grandmother of Jesus. It's Mary Magdalene. It's Mary Moses. It's Mother Mary. It's what's inside of you. mothering yourself. Hi, Chris. Hi, beautiful angel. And Pleiades, double mission. We always get this card. Channeling and uplifting humanity, because that is part of our mission. To uplift humanity. Yes. Seriously, this morning, Teresa, I was channeling information to use for today's class. That's the first thing I do in the mornings is I channel the information from Spirit, what we're going to be doing in class. Wow, Teresa. I will definitely watch your video. Definitely. Go ahead and share it in our classroom in TikTok, in the Ascension classroom. Here's our Rose Oracle. Our Rose Oracle says rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. Rapture. Yes. And Brothers of the Rose. Yes. We always talk about the sisterhood of the rose, but there are Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support, and witnessing. Witnessing, because now is her story. History is over. But we need support from the brotherhood, from the Brothers of the Rose, for her story, because it's time for that. And the fertile void. This is where we create from. We create from the fertile void. Inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginnings. The rebirth happens from the void. Yes, it does. Just a reminder. Here's our fairy card for the day. Our fairy says manifestation. We do. There is nothing better than a spiritually healed man with no ego. And Country Fried is epitome of that. Jason is epitome of that. Joe is epitome of that. Right? But I feel like there are definitely more women in the leadership of tomorrow. I definitely feel that. I know this because history was led by very masculine presences, but more egoic masculine, unhealed masculine that wanted the world to be inverted. Everything. They wanted us to be inverted. They inverted themselves in order to promote that, but it didn't work. Not for those of us that are here on a mission to stop the insanity. To stop the insanity. And to realize who we are at a soul level and do these things that we were put here to do. Like holding the nodes of the planet. That's why we're so far apart from each other. Because we had to be. In order to do the work that we are to do. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. Yes. I know, there was a bunch of SpongeBobs. It was cute. Here is our animal for the day. Our animal for the day is the lion. Yes. The higher calling. Hi, Diana. Deanna, hi, beautiful. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Yes. The lion, the Lyran. We end every class at 11:11 with the Lyran Song of Light. Do you guys remember your Lyran side? Do you remember it? Yeah. Hi, Gina. Welcome in. Grand Rising, beautiful angel. Here is our crystal angel. Our crystal angel. Sugar light, own your divine power. Replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Yes. Own it, guys. Own it. Teresa, you starting to own it? You're starting to see because you now believe? Yes, I saw what you said. For the love of dragons. For the love of dragons. As above, so below. You know what it was. You know what it was. Your intuition is telling you what it was. You just have to believe. Come Sail Away is playing. If you've ever listened to the words of that song. 3D, 5D, we hold the keys of both. We are bridges to the 3D and 5D. Turn the locks on the 5D and you will open your doors. You will open all the doors. The Ice Bringer. The Ice Bringer. Let's see what that's all about. The Ice Bringer. Card 20. The gift of ice is stillness. The cold has the power to suspend, to hold, to freeze until it is time to act. There is a protection in suspended animation. Now is your opportunity to embrace the power of the colder, more protective dimensions. Create a hermitage. Get still. Allow yourself the cold clarity derived from detached observation. The time for thaw and growth will come. For now, seek shelter in the cooler energies. I don't know what that means. But I like the card. The Ice Bringer. All right. Here is our Awakened Dreamer. Awakened Dreamer, bring your highest to your lowest. Call to mind your greatest strength, the aspect of you that is the most spiritually mature. Now infuse that power into the place where you feel the weakest or most vulnerable. You will be a more powerful force to be reckoned with. Yes. If you feel any weaknesses in your aura, draw from where you feel strength from. Is that your heart? Is that your thoughts? Your third eye? Is that your crown chakra? Or do you have to bring it in from the soul star chakra, way above your head? Where do you find the most strength? Do you find strength in your ascended masters, in your archangels, in your dragons? Some people are calling on archangels. Some people are calling on dragons. Some people are calling on them all, right? It's whatever you choose. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. It's whatever resonates with you. It's always your choice. Here is our butterfly for the day. I am strong enough to face every issue in my life with courage and trust. You are never alone Never. Close your eyes and you can have your loved ones with you. Remember them. Feel their aura. Here's our Ascended Master for the day. Our Ascended Master for the day is Katumi. Yes, look at that. See that in his chest? That's a dodecahedron with an ankh in it. And what's in front of you? A dodecahedron with an ankh in it. You already know the answers that you seek. Trust what you know. Trust your intuition. Yes, Katumi, right there. Okay, we have more Ascended Masters coming in today. Lots of messages. We have a codex to go over. So, Ascended Master El Moria is coming in. Master of Divine Will, Anchor of the Blue Ray. Hold your post, even when the storm screams, even when your hands tremble. Hold. Your will aligned with the divine is stronger than all false programs combined. Be the steady flame in the whirlwind. Speak clarity into chaos. He reminds us that the shield of inner authority is being tested. Many are collapsing into confusion. You are the blueprint of inner command. Anchor that knowing in your words today. No more confusion. You know what you're here for. Ascended Master Lady Nada, the flame of love in action. Compassion is not weakness. It is the sword of remembrance. Speak gently, but do not soften truth. Love fiercely, especially those still asleep. Lady Nada brings codes of mercy today, urging us to be the quiet frequency that awakens, not through force, but by remembering each soul's dignity beneath the mask. Yes. The Elohim Council of the Seven Rays. You are forming a new light spectrum. One that bends neither to polarity nor hierarchy, but flows as a unified lattice. The rays are no longer separate. They converge through you. This is flame alchemy. We talked about flame alchemy. They encourage the class to recognize how their individual ray colors are blending into living harmonic consciousness. Watch for shifting ray embodiment. This is a codex integration moment. Yes. Archangel Uriel, angel of flame illumination and inner earth gatekeeper. The veil is dissolving from below. Listen to the bones. Listen to the land. There are messages coming through your feet before they reach your mind. Uriel speaks of ground level activation today. Listen to the earth through your souls during meditation. New instructions are rising from inner earth vaults. If you can, get out there. I know it's winter. So it's hard to get out there in bare feet. But if you can, do it. Even for a moment. Archangel Metatron, overseer of the Flame Codex. You are not broken. You are encoded. Every trauma, every exile, every scar is part of the spiral. You are returning as one who holds the flame and speaks the name. Metatron is overseeing soul key retrievals today. Some may receive flashes of their monad name or reclaim memories from timelines where they were forced into silence. Create a space where they can safely speak what returns. Yes. There you go, Joe. That's a great thing to do. Yes. The Intergalactic Council of Codex Memory. You are not preparing for an event. You are the event. The Flame Keepers are the tipping point. We observe you with reverence, for you alter star trajectories. They ask you to remind the class your choosing matters. Even one soul stepping into codon memory today shifts entire lines of ancestral trauma. The work is real. The change is now. You know how we always heard that we are part of our bloodline that is here to change trauma, here to transform trauma, here to change karma. Yeah, that's us. That's why we've always been different. Okay. Are you feeling the shift? Because I definitely am. The next flame codex that we're going to talk about today. Hi, BX. Hi, beautiful. How was working with those children? I bet you did fantastic. I bet you were just amazing. The codex spiral turns again. The next flame codex transmission now coming forward is from page 13 of the spiral. We're moving back and forth on the codex. I believe he's pulling ones that are active now in our collective. So the seal of flame authority. Codex page 13. The sovereign seal. Elemental alignment, solar fire, function, energetic confirmation of rightful flame embodiment. The associated realms is the Oversoul Throne, the Witness Gate, and Scroll Keeper's Vault. Message of the seal. The flame answers only to itself, but the seal confirms you are its true bearer, not because you asked, but because you remembered. This glyph represents the moment when a soul reclaims their divine right to hold flame. Not borrowed, not inherited, not assigned, but activated by inner recognition. The seal is not a badge of ego, but a mark of truth. It binds false authorities into silence and opens ancient vaults where one's soul gifts were once hidden or sealed away. This codex awakens ancestral memory of spiritual authority lost through persecution, exile, or soul fracture. This anchors the inner scroll of permission. You do not need outer approval to walk as flame. Protects against inversion spells, false teacher hooks, and timeline hijacking. Be very wary of false teachings. Activates latent codices and inner libraries for scroll keepers, scribes, and guardians of divine law. Signs the seal is activating. You feel a sudden inner knowing that you are allowed to teach, share, or lead without needing outside validation. Former fears around speaking your truth dissolve. You sense invisible forces aligning to assist your voice, creations, and path. Shining star. Spirit sending us shining star. Ancestral figures in dreams or meditations bow or present scrolls, keys, or rings to you. Manifest, yeah. Something you can do, okay? to reach your inner flame. It's a short ceremony. I'll probably be doing a video about this because Spirit says do a video on it, but I will. But this is the scroll of permission ritual. Sit in stillness with a candle and a journal. Choose, if you so choose. Anything that I ask you, that I tell you about, certain things that you can do to do such and such. None of it is a must do, ever. It's always your choice. I want you to know this. Okay? But this is something that you can do. It is suggested. Sit in stillness with a candle and a journal. Write this phrase aloud. I remember the flame I carry. I revoke all permissions given to false authorities. I seal myself in my own divine flame. Now you would imagine a scroll of golden light unrolling before you. Let words appear on it from your soul and write what you see or feel. End with, by the seal of flame authority I rise. That is something you can do for this particular codex. Okay. And here is an image of this codex. There's the seal of flame authority. Always with the blazing flame above. Yes, I love that, Sharon. Yes. Amazing. Okay. Last thing that we need to know for our now moments. The flame spiral turns, and these are the real-time flame currents moving through the sanctuary field. Whispers, reminders, and energetic adjustments to carry into class and beyond. Hello, Jane. Hi, beautiful angel. So, the veil is no longer the problem. Many in the collective still speak of breaking through the veil, but in truth, the veil has thinned. What remains now is the frequency of refusal. Some still pretend not to see because seeing would mean changing. You are no longer blocked. You are being asked to respond to what's now visible. This is the phase of active remembering. The flame has shifted from calling to claiming. What once felt like a gentle invitation now carries the vibration of command, not from outside, but from within. If you feel agitated, overwhelmed, or like your life is reorganizing without consent, it is because the flame signature is no longer asking. It's moving you. This is not punishment. This is momentum. Your soul is pulling you forward faster than fear can catch up. I believe this is exactly what Sharon is going through. Exactly. Disentanglement from false assignments. Let go of obligations that were never yours, especially those built from guilt or survival patterns. Peace as proof of alignment. If you feel forced, twisted, or heavy, check the frequency. Peace is the signature of true flame-aligned action. Cellular repatterning. Bodies are recalibrating to hold multidimensional flame tones. Fatigue, nausea, strange dreams. They are integration echoes. Speak them aloud. The sharing accelerates the smoothing. A message from the Council of the Spiral Temple. Your spiral is intelligence. You are not looping. You are deepening. What looks like return is refinement. What feels like repeat is actually completion. Look at anything that feels cyclical with new eyes and ask yourself, what new action or awareness can I bring into this familiar pattern? Is this loop actually a spiral of refinement? What to watch for this week? Dragon dreams. They are surfacing more with names, colors, and locations. Spontaneous codon memory triggers, names, numbers, or sigils appearing during ordinary tasks. So, yes. Now, we have a message from Asara, Telos, Adama. Right, Sharon? Oh, you dreamt of Lola and her egg. Awesome, Trina. I love that. Okay. Adama says, greetings, beloved ones. We are most joyous to connect with you here today. And we are sending you our utmost love from the heart of Telos. Beloved one, as you are moving through your ascension journey, you are able to step into a new reality. This new reality is based on a high vibrational frequency of love, light, and oneness. What does oneness mean? It means that all souls are in truth one soul. It's all one. This one soul is part of God Source. All is one. For example, every thought, word, and action is affecting everyone and everything. Some thoughts, words, and actions are positive. Some are negative. Some connect. Some isolate. You exist in an ocean of energy. And just like in a body of water, when there is a contamination, its effects go far and wide. These effects are felt by all, including yourself. Every thought, word, and action has an effect on the whole. It also either connects or it isolates. Every time you seek to connect with others, you are connecting with God's source. Every time you seek to isolate from others, you are isolating from God's source. Your ego mind will find many justifications for isolating and distancing yourself from others. The act of doing so in thoughts, words, and actions will simply delay the learning of your ascension process. So what is the answer to the need for distancing and separating yourself from others when the justifications of the ego mind seem so real? We invite you to take a bird's eye view of your experience. Go up and connect with the mind of God, Source. How small does every experience look? How does the experience compare to God's reality of love and oneness? Can you see the ego mind acting within yourself and others? How will you choose to continue knowing what you can see now? One love is the answer. The love within yourself and others is the answer. Your focus on this love is the answer. Your focus on love helps others to surrender the ego mind to love. This is a process, beloved one. Every time you are applying these principles, you are stepping into a higher reality on your journey of ascension. We champion your victory in the light. Welcome home. We send you all so much love. You are carried on the wings of angels to bring forth the new earth. Know in your heart that you are always surrounded by your angels, ascended masters, guides, galactic families of light, and yes, also by your family and friends in Telos, and always will be. Dear ones, we are walking with you on this journey, and you are loved beyond measure always. I am your brother, Adama of Telos. Thank you, Adama. That is an amazing message. Now, I also have the continuing message from the Palladian Collective. This is a continuing message about why they don't land and show themselves, and why they vote every 2 months to put it, every month to put it further, 2 months down the road, right? They keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Hi, Rosa. Hi, my beautiful Rosa. So, this is Arcock speaking. I greet you in peace and love. There's been some pushback to the last message. That's the message that I'm talking about. I can see the points that people are making, fair points. Ultimately, that was just an arguably bad way to illustrate that it's quite a step for Palladians to turn to me, the war criminal, for guidance. The point wasn't to say that Ashtar is equivalent, of course he isn't. But yeah, maybe that was just a bad remark that didn't take the situation in history and behind the scenes things into account. Yeah, breathe, right. Us galactics are imperfect individuals. They're just like us, guys. They are us. The galactics are us on a different in a different dimension, different timeline. And they are perfectly imperfect, just like us. They say at times we may be wrong. Kudos for thinking for yourself and speaking up. In the comment section, someone also just suggested we learn from you Earth humans. Yes, we should do that more. But now that we're being blunt about the flaws of the Palladians, it's sometimes difficult for Palladians to fully 100% take Earth humans seriously because you're so young. Hi, Paradise. Hi, beautiful angel. So we're talking about the 99%, not the 1%. You guys know what the 1% is. They're not even included in this equation. Because once you live in the 5D, they're not there with you. They're just not. They can't survive here in the 5D. When you look at things always at a higher perspective, they're not even part of your reality. Many Palladians are at least hundreds of years old, and often they're over 1,000. Okay, so even a 50-year-old human is maybe 1/20th the age of a Palladian. Exactly, Trina. Would you seek advice from a 2-year-old? Probably not. But just as you're something like 20 times as old as a 2-year-old, Palladians are often something like 20 times as old as you are. Now, obviously, Palladians don't literally think of you as 2-year-olds, but look, would you go out of your way to seek advice from people significantly younger than yourself? Suppose you're 40-year-old. Do you go out of your way to ask 18-year-olds what you should do? Probably not, right? But, well, the age gap between you and 18-year-olds is far smaller than between you and the average Palladian. You might argue, but us Earth humans learn far more in 40 years than Palladians learn in 40 years. And that's true. But do you go out of your way to ask an 18-year-old for advice whose teenage years were turbulent and filled with challenges and lessons? You can be annoyed at Palladians for this, but most likely you yourself also have that very same age bias that Palladians do. As above, so below. If you get annoyed at someone, make sure you're not condemning them for a flaw that you also may have. This isn't to say that Pleiadians don't listen to or learn from Earth humans at all. They do. But there is some age bias there. Good point, though. I'll keep pointing out that Pleiadians should listen to and learn from Earth humans more. At least I'm old and cranky, so Pleiadians have an easier time taking me seriously. The last messages have talked about the flaws of Pleiadians, which exist. But Pleiadians genuinely also have a whole lot of wonderful qualities. I invite you to think in a nuanced way. Pleiadians aren't perfect, but neither are they horrible or completely detached. Meeting Pleiadians and interacting with them is still going to be a 10 out of 10 experience, or close to that, for most people when that happens. If Pleiadians hadn't helped you, often in ways that caused Pleiadians casualties, your situation would be far worse right now. They do care, and they are helping you behind the scenes. We talk about this, how our past loved ones do things behind the veil. Well, the Pleiadians do things. The Galactics do things behind the veil for us. Where we take our battles into the astral during our sleep times, the Pleiadians are in the astral, battling all the time. Think about that. Next up, I want to make sure that we don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. And hence, I do want to defend that while Ashtar's council is smart and has its qualities, they are also indecisive. This is why they can't come to the agreement on when they are to show themselves as a whole, as the majority, right? To the majority. Instead, they stick with those high enough vibration to see them, which I think is a good idea. Ashtar's council is smart and has its qualities. They are also indecisive. I get that this goes against the common view. It's because people are saying to them, we want you now. We want you here now. Right? Many of us wanted them here now. But when you really think about it, right now would not be a good time. It would cause more fear than anything else. And he says, I get that this may be emotionally uncomfortable because sure, emotionally, it feels better to think that some kind of perfect being is in charge and is leading everything toward a perfect outcome. This is also why so many people still think that the person in the White House is the real Trump, and that he's incredibly smart and well-informed and righteous and fully in control, and that everything he does is the perfect 5D chess move to liberate Earth. Even though believing that in late 2025 is frankly pretty ridiculous. Now, yes, some things that person does are in fact positive, but he is no flawless white hat. No, we've talked about this. He's not a white hat. He is a gray hat. And he is here to cause chaos. And that is exactly what he is doing. He's causing chaos. Similarly, I think some common sense reasoning based on first principles shows that Ashtar's councils has its positive traits, but they are also indecisive. Suppose that Ashtar's council is decisive, and that in, let's say, 2012, they declared that, let's say, 2013 is the moment of first contact. Okay. Then it's logical that around 2012, you see soon messages being put out, because first contact is 1 year away. But obviously, in this case, first contact would have happened back in 2013, and it didn't. Sure, maybe there's a delay or unexpected obstacle once or twice, but you wouldn't see soon messages being put out monthly by lots of different people for over a decade. I've seen it. People keep saying soon, I keep saying soon, and then years go by. Because you got to think about it, guys. We are eternal spiritual beings. I do believe it's going to happen in our lifetime. And that in the biggest picture, looking at the bigger picture, would be soon. Alternatively, suppose that Ashtar's counsel is decisive. And that's that in, let's say, 2012, they declared that, let's say, 2030 is the moment of first contact. Well, in this case, you wouldn't see lots of Earth people over the last decade channeling lots of galactics saying soon. After all, those galactics would know that Ashtar said it's 2030. So they wouldn't say soon in, for example, 2015. But in fact, lots of messages in 2015 and other previous years have said soon. Alternatively, suppose that Ashtar's counsel is decisive, and that in, let's say, 2012, they declared that first contact on Earth liberation will happen when certain obstacles are removed or when certain milestones are reached. For example, when human consciousness reaches a certain level. Okay, well, in this case, galactics would realize that in 2012 and in 2013 and in 2014, first contact on Earth liberation, in fact, is not soon. So you wouldn't have 2012 and 2013 and 2014, etc. messages saying soon, but you did have those messages. Basically, if Ashtar's counsel is decisive, you can't have a situation where lots of different Earth humans channel lots of different galactics who all say soon, over a decade or longer. But in fact, that's exactly what has happened. The explanation for that is that Ashtar's counsel is indeed indecisive. If we accept that, things make logical sense. Galactics keep hearing from Ashtar's counsel soon. So they keep putting out messages saying soon. But then Ashtar's counsel indecisively delays things. And so nothing happens. Which is why there have been soon messages for over a decade. The only other explanation is that every single channeler who's ever made a soon statement is in fact a fake channeler. This includes not just people who have made formal predictions with a date given, but also just people who have put out messages in which a galactic says a throwaway line that Earth liberation or first contact isn't far off. So even if a channeler says, I don't do predictions and dates, I've heard that many times. Well, if they put out a message 3 years ago which has language indicating that first contact or galactic intervention isn't far off, that's now a fake channeler. If you want to go with this alternative explanation, this alternative position is logically consistent, but note that you would have to label a whole lot of people as fake channelers. This channeler would be a fake channeler, and also that other channeler that you would like quite a bit has probably indicated soon, or it's not too far off now in some old message, so they are now a fake channeler too. Look, the bottom line is, if a group keeps saying soon we'll take action for over a decade, but then they never take action, their leadership is probably indecisive, right? Or they're complete idiots. But we have spaceships, so we're probably not complete idiots. Again, Stray, which is the captain of one of the big motherships, she's not necessarily right about everything. You don't need to agree with everything in her messages. In fact, it's healthy to treat channeled messages you read as one person's perspective, rather than as the sole objective truth. However, I think it's hard to dispute her Central Ashtar's Council is indecisive claim if you think about it logically. Yes, Francis, absolutely. Finally, we've been zooming in on the flaws of Ashtar. Keep in mind that he has far more virtues and skills than he has flaws. He's not perfect. No flesh and blood being is. If he were perfect, he wouldn't be a physical being. Still, honestly, he is a great leader. He does a whole lot of things well. You just don't hear about them. If you think you'd do better in Ashtar's chair than he does, no, you wouldn't. You don't even see 1/10 of the complexity of the Earth operation. You almost certainly have more flaws than Ashtar does. And if we'd purely zoom in on your flaws, you wouldn't look good either. Yes, Ashtar can use more decisiveness, but he's literally studying under me right now to address that flaw of his. Isn't it a great quality of a leader to publicly acknowledge his flaws and work to address them? With all that said, I do acknowledge that many Earth people need urgent help, and that him working on himself isn't directly helping you. I'll do my best to, as soon as possible, get Ashtar's council to actually start making decisions and sticking with them. And if you can see that Ashtar is neither perfect, nor evil, nor an idiot, but instead that he's a well-meaning and hard-working man with many qualities and also some flaws, then you're far ahead of most Earth humans. Because when we land, we really are not looking to get worshipped or demonized if we don't immediately fix every single Earth problem on day one. Instead, let's embrace each other in our humanness. Namaste. I mean, yes. I mean, that explained everything. That explained everything. And now I have one more short message from a Palladian elder. He says, friends of Earth, may the seasons of your life bring you peace within. I understand fully that you are seeking answers and assurance. I am here. We are here. Never listen to the incessant ramblings of those that do not know or understand. They seek refuge in what they believe is solid. O beloved ones, nothing is solid in your world. For the very ground you stand on will soon dissolve. The very air you breathe will not be needed as you circulate light. Be still as the storm seeks to destroy you. This cannot be done. You are an infinite soul and Earth is your playground. Breathe deeply and easily as you remember I am with you. There are many stories unfolding in the outer world. There are many players being exposed. These things must happen, and we spoke of this in many communications. Let the waves come and rise. Nothing can harm you as detachment and observation become your tools. Yes, detach to everything that's going on outside of you and observe it. Nothing is happening that is surprising, but the moment I speak, enough will be their surprise. Love one another, as this is what we do. When you cannot understand, love more. When there are doubts, find yourself with love. If you are lonely, reach out and show kindness. You will be covered with a frequency of well-being. Be patient. In light we leave as one. Inaki Ma'ia. I love you so. Elder Akia, Chief Commander of the Galactic Federation of Light. So there you go. Those are the major messages from the Galactics in this now moment. Watch for when people mention dates, because we're really not allowed to mention dates. But many people say soon, right? But soon could be years from now, because we are eternal spiritual beings, infinite. Therefore, it's all soon. Yeah, Paradise. Yeah. Right, Trina. Although, Trina, I do believe it's going to happen in our lifetime, or why would we even be here to do what we're doing? I do believe it's going to happen in our lifetime, because we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. We wouldn't be getting the arc up. We wouldn't be doing the grid work we do. We wouldn't be anchoring the codes. You wouldn't be in this room, because it wouldn't be necessary for you to be here. Yep. So that's why I believe that it's going to be in our lifetime. Yeah. Yep. I am too, Paradise. I am too. With the Aurelian arc going up, I believe more and more people are going to start to awaken. I've seen it in my own family. I've seen my son, who never talks spirituality, come to me and ask me questions about the Urantia book. That's mind-blowing. And my husband reading passages from the Urantia book beside me. Never thought that would happen, but it did. And it is happening. The work we do in here with the Aurelian arc and the anchoring the codes into the planet, all the grid work that we do, it all matters. Right, Cinnamon? Why? Because we know who we are at a soul level. That makes us powerful. We don't doubt. We don't doubt. I know, it is cool. It is cool. Yes, it is. And we're all part of it. We're all part of it. Equally part of it. We all do our part. Right. No doubting ourselves. Exactly. And look at that. First part of class, Spirit led me to exactly the messages we needed to get in perfect timing. They will, Paradise. They will. Be patient. Be patient. Here we go. Snap, snap, snap. This is our butterfly, and we're all on here because we work together. We empower each other and ourselves, and we work together as a united CCC, Christ Conscious Collective. Yes. This is also our room. And Bobby Rocks did this. We are the Sophia Dragon tribe, climbing Jacob's ladder, becoming the butterflies, building a new world, connecting to the energies of the pyramids, going from the 2-strand to the 12-strand in DNA. And we are the Thunder Warriors. Yes. Thundercats, right? Ah, I just realized that. This is also our room. We are watched over, guided, and protected at all times. And Steffi did that for us. Beautiful heart butterfly with the solar plexus. Yes, from Miss Maya. This is also our room. Forest Fairy did this for us. This is the dragon energy, the priest, the pan, the joker, the mother goose, the XOXO, the Ankh energy, which is your monad self energy. The white rabbit, because we do go down those rabbit holes. Time travel with the hummingbird, magic. We are the unicorns. As we create, there are forces that don't want us creating, but we keep them out with the song of the 144,000. Because we thank you, Mother Father, that you have revealed to us your protective universal light. That within this light is complete protection from all destructive forces. That the Holy Spirit of your presence permeates us in this light. And wherever we will the light to descend. We thank you, Mother Father, that you fill us with your protective fires of love, and that within this love is complete protection from all destructive thoughts and feelings, that the consciousness of Christ is lifted up in us in this love, and wherever we will, the love to be inflamed. Big old lucky hug for everyone in here creating and empowering yourself. And we thank you, Mother Father, that you are in us and we are in you, and that through us your will is sent forth on wings of power, that your purpose is accomplished on earth as it is in heaven, and that through us your light and love and power is manifest to all the sons and daughters of mankind, because we are the love, we are the light, we are the truth, we are. And divine love is working through us here and now to create the new earth, bring in the golden codes, and anchor them into the planet. This is our healing chain, and all these people and places have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, light language, Reiki, crystal healing, or prayer. I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people and places. And we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Mia satosh koros priyata makorosiata. Mia satosh koros priyata makorosiata. Mia satosh koros priyata makorosiata. Hey Val, hey darling. And there is our beautiful dream catcher so that we can work in the astral. That's our rainbow butterfly dream catcher. Chris gave us that. What a beautiful gift to our collective, right? Beautiful gift. And now we are going to do the Aurelian arc work. So if you don't have a globe, if you have a globe, use it. If you don't have a globe, imagine a globe. And imagine a golden light, a golden rainbow of light around the globe. As above, so below. And imagine it raining golden droplets onto all the 99% of souls on this planet. Maybe send an extra few drops to your family. And remind them, to help remind them of who they are at a soul level, so that they can also anchor their energy into the planet. And we will light this planet up so much that that 1% isn't going to be able to step foot on the new earth, on the 5D earth, because the frequency will be too high. But we want to take as many of the 99% with us as we can. So do that all over the world, because we hold the power in our hands to do this. All right. And just hold that thought and breathe into that thought. We got this, guys. We got this. All right. Thank you for that. And now we are going to get right into the Celestine prophecy because we have more to learn. More to learn. What was yesterday's lesson, right? You can be on the edge and you can time jump and get off the edge. And I did a video about that also, about the lesson that we learned. How he was on the edge with a pew-pew pointed at him. And he changed his thoughts and time jumped to a safe place, right? Yes. Okay, we're going to talk about... We were talking about how he was in a place where he was creating. So he was creating the sun and the earth and the planet, and he had put water on the planet. And plant life on the planet. And now it's time to put the animals on. So he says, the other form, what we call animals, absorbed only organic life to sustain their vibration. As I watched, the animals filled the oceans in the great age of fishes. And when the plants had released enough oxygen into the atmosphere, began their own trek toward land. I saw the amphibians, half fish, half something new, leave the water for the first time and use lungs to breathe the new air. Then matter leaped forward again into reptiles and covered the earth in the great period of the dinosaurs. Then the warm-blooded mammals came and likewise covered the earth, and I realized that each emerging species represented life, matter, moving into its next higher vibration. And finally, the progression ended. There, at the pinnacle, stood humankind. Humankind, the vision ended. I had seen in one flash the entire story of evolution. The story of matter coming into being and then evolving, as if under some guiding plan toward ever higher vibrations, creating the exact conditions, finally, for humans to emerge, for each of us as individuals to emerge. As I sat there on that mountain, I could almost grasp how this evolution was extended even further in the lives of human beings. Further evolution was related somehow to the experience of life coincidences. Something about these events led us forward in our lives and created a higher vibration that pushed evolution ahead as well. Yet, as hard as I tried, I couldn't quite understand. For a long time, I sat on the rock precipice, consumed by peace and completeness. Then, abruptly, I became aware that the sun was beginning to sink in the west. I also noticed that toward the northwest, about a mile, was a town of some kind. I could make out the shapes of rooftops. The road on the west ridge seemed to meander right to it. I got up and began the climb down the rocks. I laughed out loud. I was still connected with the landscape so that I felt I was walking alongside my own body, and more, that I was exploring the regions of my own body. The feeling was exhilarating. I made my way down the bluffs and into the trees. The afternoon sun cast long shadows along the forest floor. Halfway down, I came to a particularly thick area of large trees, and as I entered, I experienced a perceptible change in my body. I felt even lighter and more coordinated. I stopped and looked closely at the trees and underlying bushes, focusing on their shape and beauty. I could see flickers of white light and what seemed like a pinkish glow around each plant. I continued to walk, coming to a stream that radiated a pale blue and filled me with an enhanced tranquility and even a drowsiness. Eventually, I made my way across the valley floor and up the next ridge until I came to the road. I pulled myself up the gravel surface and walked casually along the shoulder toward the north. Up ahead, I caught sight of a man in a priest's robe rounding the next bend. The sight thrilled me, totally without fear. I jogged ahead and talked with him. I knew I would know exactly what to say and do. I had a feeling of perfect well-being. But to my surprise, he had disappeared. To the right, another road angled back down into the valley, but I could see no one in that direction. I ran further up the main road, but saw no one there either. I thought about going back and taking the road I had passed, but I knew the town was ahead, so I continued to walk that way. Still, I thought several more times of the other road. 100 yards further, as I rounded another curve, I heard the roar of vehicles. Through the trees, I could see a line of military trucks approaching at a high rate of speed. For a moment, I hesitated, thinking I might stand my ground. But then I remembered the terror of the shooting on the ridge. I had time only to fling myself off the road to the right and lie still. 10 jeeps sped past me. I had landed in a spot which was completely exposed, and all I could do was hope no one looked my way. Each vehicle passed within 20 feet. I could smell the exhaust fumes and see the expression on every face. Luckily, no one noticed. After they were well past, I crawled behind a large tree. My hands were shaking, and my sensation of peace and connection was totally shattered. A now familiar pang of anxiety knotted in my stomach. Finally, I inched up to the road. The sound of more vehicles sent me scurrying down the slope again as 2 more jeeps raced past. I felt nauseous. This time, I stayed well off the road and retreated the way I had come, moving very cautiously. I came to the road I had passed earlier. After carefully listening for sound and movement, I decided to walk through the woods beside it, angling back into the valley. My body felt heavy again. What had I been doing? I asked myself. Why had I been walking in the road? I must have been crazy, deluded by the shock of the shooting, entranced in some state of euphoria. Get real, I told myself. You have to be careful. There are people here who will unalive you if you make the slightest mistake. I froze. Ahead of me, perhaps 100 feet, was the priest. He was sitting under a large tree that was surrounded by numerous rock outcroppings. As I stared at him, he opened his eyes and looked right at me. I flinched, but he only smiled and motioned for me to walk up. Cautiously, I approached him. He remained motionless, a thin, tall man of about 50 years of age. His hair was cut short and was dark brown in color, matching his eyes. You look as though you need some help, he said in perfect English. Who are you? I asked. I'm Father Sanchez, and you? I explained who I was and where I was from, dizzily sinking to one knee and then to my buttocks. You were part of what happened in Kula, weren't you? He asked. What do you know of that? I asked wearily, not knowing whether to trust him. I know someone in this government is very angry, he said. They don't want the manuscript published. Why? I asked. He stood up and looked down at me. Why don't you come with me? Our mission is only a half a mile away. You'll be safe with us. I struggled to my feet, realizing I had no choice, and nodded affirmatively. He led me slowly down the road, his manner respectful and deliberate. He weighed each word. "Are the soldiers still looking for you?" he asked at one point. "I don't know," I replied. He said nothing for a few minutes, then asked, "Are you searching for the manuscript?" "Not anymore," I said. "Right now, I just want to survive this and go home." He nodded reassuringly, and I found myself beginning to trust him. Something about his regard and warmth affected me. He reminded me of Will. Presently we came to the mission, which was a cluster of small houses facing a courtyard and a small church. It was situated in a place of great beauty. As we walked up, he told some of the other robed men something in Spanish, and they scurried away. I tried to see where they were going, but fatigue was engulfing me. The priest led me into one of the houses. Inside was a small living area and 2 bedrooms. A fire burned in the fireplace. Soon after we entered, another priest walked in with a tray of bread and soup. Wearily, I ate as Sanchez sat politely in a chair beside me. Then, upon his insistence, I stretched out on one of the beds and fell into a deep sleep. When I walked into the courtyard, I noticed immediately that the grounds were immaculately kept. The gravel walkways were edged with precisely arranged bushes and hedges. Each seemed to be placed so as to accent their full natural shape. None were trimmed. I stretched and felt the starched shirt I had put on. It was made of coarse cotton and chafed my neck slightly. Still, it was clean and freshly ironed. Earlier, I had awakened as 2 priests poured hot water into a tub and laid out fresh clothes. After I had bathed and dressed, I had walked into the other room and found hot muffins and dried fruit on the table. I had eaten ravenously while the priest stood by. After I had finished, the priest had left, and I had walked outside to where I now stood. I walked over and sat on one of the stone benches that faced the courtyard. The sun was just clearing the tops of the trees, warming my face. "How did you sleep?" a voice asked from behind me. I turned to see Father Sanchez standing very erect, smiling down at me. "Very well," I replied. "May I join you?" "Sure." Neither of us spoke for several minutes, so long, in fact, that I felt some discomfort. Several times I looked at him, preparing to say something, but he was looking in the direction of the sun, his face tilted slightly back, his eyes squinting. Finally, he spoke. "This is a nice place you found here." Apparently, he meant the bench at this time of the morning. "Look, I need to ask you your advice," I said. "What is the safest way for me to get back to the United States?" He looked at me seriously. "I don't know. That depends on how dangerous the government thinks you are. Tell me how you happened to be in Cuba." I told him everything from the time I first heard of the manuscript. My feeling of euphoria on the ridge now seemed fanciful and pretentious, so I only alluded to it briefly. Sanchez, however, immediately questioned me about it. "What did you do after the soldier failed to notice you and left?" he asked. "I just sat up there for a few hours," I replied, "feeling relieved, I guess." "What else did you feel?" he asked. I squirmed somewhat, then decided to attempt a description. "It's hard to describe," I said. "I felt this euphoric connection with everything, and this total kind of security and confidence. I was no longer tired." He smiled. "You had a mystical experience. Many people report them in that forest near the peak." I nodded tentatively. He turned on the bench to face me more directly. "This is the experience the mystics of every religion have always described. Have you read anything about such experiences?" "Some years ago," I said, "but until yesterday it was only an intellectual concept." "Yeah, I suppose." A young priest walked up and nodded to me, then whispered something to Sanchez. Sanchez nodded, and the young priest turned and walked away. The older priest watched every step the young man took. He crossed the courtyard and entered a park-like area about 100 feet away. I noticed for the first time that this area too was also extremely clean and full of various plants. The young priest walked to several locations, hesitating at each one as though searching for something. Then, at one specific location, sat down. He appeared to be engaged in an exercise of some kind. Sanchez smiled and looked pleased, then turned his attention to me. I think it is probably unsafe for you to attempt to go back right now, he said. But I will try to find out what the situation is, and if there is any word about your friends. He stood up and faced me. I must attend to some chores. Please understand that we will assist you in any way possible. For now, I hope you will be comfortable here. Relax and gain your strength. I nodded. I reached inside his pocket and pulled out some papers and handed them to me. He reached inside his pocket and pulled out some papers. This is the 5th insight. It speaks about the kind of experience you had. I think you might find it interesting. I took it reluctantly as he continued speaking. What was your understanding of the last insight you read? He asked. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. We'll learn about the 5th insight tomorrow. But that was class for the day. I hope you guys learned something, or something sparked in you, or, you know. So if anyone would like to come up and share, it is share time. So you're welcome to come up and share anything, any thoughts that you might have about the book, about anything that we talked about today, about the messages from the Galactics, some messages that you might yourself have gotten, some dreams, anything you want to share with us, with your soul family. So come on up and share. Or if you just want to ask more questions or talk. Does anyone want to come up? You always learn something, Val. Good. Good, good, good. I think why Spirit brought me to the Celestine Prophecy and all the Celestine books is because there are subtle messages for our higher selves in these books that are going to teach us how to timeline jump and how to do these miraculous things that we can do, that we sometimes doubt ourselves at what we can do. But it's reading between the lines and feeling the energy behind the words. Yeah. Oh yes, Saint Germain is the violet ray. Hey, Synexina. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Light the Love. Good to see you, girls. Hey, Pepsi. All right, Val's coming up. Awesome. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Need to turn that up. Yes.
Okay. I want to say it doesn't matter how big your globe is, y'all. You can get any size. You know.
Oh yeah.
And that's I have a small one. Yours is bigger than mine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't. And I didn't even, I just got it like when I worked at Gabe's. I was just guided to get it before I even knew to get it.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful. Oh my God.
Gorgeous.
I love your little globe. We have a globe at the school too. So
It's gold too.
I was talking with the kids yesterday and I was like, if you have a globe, and they're like, we have a globe. And I was like, oh my God.
Atlas.
It was so cool, dude.
Yeah.
When I tell you guys, okay,
I can't wait to
just
hear it.
bear with me real quick on this really far out down that I just had.
Oh, okay.
So
Awesome.
I have been shown through my dreams, through my intuition, and through a lot of prophetic signs over the past couple months that I was targeted by more than one person. Let's just say a group of people, black magic, really bad intentions, okay? Bottom line. I just want to point out the lengths that my spirit guides have gone to protect me during this entire thing.
Yes.
Let's just start. Let's just start with every time I went to move something from my old house into my new one, I fell and hurt myself so bad. Do you guys remember my whole right side? I broke my right toe. I thought I was going to have surgery for a bunion.
Yes.
My whole right side seized up. I couldn't move my right hip for like 2 months after we moved in that place. Okay, then I surrounded my body with my dead parents' ashes, my dead Marine's flag, every crystal, every saint charm, every single thing. Then the day he left, my daughter was in a car accident. My daughter was supposed to go that day. I took the contract. We timeline jumped. I took the hit on my life because I knew that it was going to save my kid. Like all these things are now so obvious, even to the fact where they're still trying to hit. They'll never stop trying to hit you with black magic once they decide that that is their power. Okay, they're never going to be like, well, maybe some of them will come to the light. I'm not going to say never, right? But for the most part, their egos are so attached to this outcome that it's never been an outcome. Anyway,
I know exactly what you're referring to.
This last hit of black magic that was supposed to be thrown at me in the courtroom when he locked eyes with me.
Yeah.
Guess where I came immediately after?
Where?
To the crystal children. You think you have magic? You think you do magic? You think black magic is deliberate? My magic is origin. It's primordial.
Yes.
I came to the crystal babies to heal my vessel from the constant hits that I've been getting of black magic for the last couple. When I say just sit back, set it for your highest good, trust your freaking guides, take a deep breath, kick your feet up, put your music on, read a book, and just fucking just have faith, because now that I'm coming to the other side of this thing, I got to close my own mouth every 3 seconds. I'm like,
you're in
awe.
awe.
My God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like,
just absolutely so blown away, in awe, flabbergasted, gobsmacked, if you will.
Right.
When I can now see the aerial view of the divine, angelic, ancestral, ascended master, heavenly protection bubble that was literally being like slammed down, clamped shut, and I'm over there still, taking the ego hit, so to speak. Meanwhile, the spiritual warfare around me is popping off.
Right. Like literally.
And all my human vessel knows how to do with all of that for the last 9 months is cry. Because when that frequency hits and you have spiritual warfare so wild around you, your vessel just wants to transmute the energy around you. That's why you cry. You're literally transmuting energy that's going through you, around you, your Merkaba, your Taurus field. Crying is how we cleanse the illusions and the things that try to creep in.
I know.
Okay, I'm done. I know that was a lot for the morning, kids.
I love everything you just
not even on my second cup of coffee.
Everything you say, take it in. So not one word is ever wasted.
Look, I'm shaking because the divine authority and the divine nature and structure, once you're able to put your ego where it has to go, set your trauma, your grief, your programming. There's a million things you have to do, before you get to these places. I don't want anyone to think
I get
it's just epiphany and oh my God, it was so easy. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when things click into place, just sit in gratitude and really embody the knowing and see those divine miracles and give them so much praise and gratitude. Because
I do.
When I now look,
you can see more than you say. I do.
I see but I still miss most of it, y'all, till right now. I'm a seer, right? I see,
I know
and
you
I
are.
still miss most of it until now. So just anybody that's going through it, just know that going through trials, tribulations, darkness, and challenges is literally part of our path. It's part of our mission. Sorry.
Okay.
It's the part, it's the other half of our gifts and our skills and our knowing. That part, right?
I was feeling it yesterday. I get it.
Apparently, I'm the one that signed up to do all areas of love and lust. I don't know. I'll report back one day when I get my actual title. I know I'm from Venus, and I know my Venus is in Gemini. So having my Venus in Gemini, my Venus is in Gemini.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm from Venus. I'm a Taurus from Venus with my Venus in Gemini placement.
And I love twins. Taurus. Taurus and Virgo get along really well.
That part always gets me a little caught when I'm like, whoa, that's gotta mean something weird.
And what's your
balance the light and the dark in love is what I think my soul.
What's your other sign, like your lower sign or whatever it's called?
I'm a Taurus, Virgo.
Okay.
So I'm triple Earth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you are.
All feelings, all truth.
You're double
stubborn.
Virgo. Powerhouse.
Yeah, your placements
can't really hold a Virgo down. As far as
I didn't know much about Virgo.
I just independent minded.
I knew my sun sign, and that's Taurus. So I always I'm very much. I display a Taurus to the outside, but I'm double Virgo. Once I learned my Virgo and really got to know my Virgo, I was like, oh, there I am. Oh, there's that girl that hides behind the Taurus. Yeah, the Virgo is behind the Taurus, which is beautiful now that now that there's self-love involved.
That's a fact right there. I'm a Virgo. The Virgo in me before me, yes.
I knew everything that was wrong that I did was wrong. I knew everything, every moral I broke. I knew everything. I was not that person blissfully ignorant ever. No. I always knew the light and the dark. And I always knew the difference. And I still made bad choices.
When you were a kid, you might not have, though.
I think my soul, I'm saying that. I think because I think my soul always has really encompassed light, dark. And the reason we get off balance is we go too much to one.
Yes.
And I think that's everybody is like finding that middle balance within yourself.
Yes.
Like that copacetic in between.
I mean, that's so profound, yet so simple. We make it so hard, But you're right. If I go to like hoity-toity, I get like, okay, I gotta step back down. I am not righteous. So, I mean, I'm not saying anything about anyone else.
I know I'm a sinner.
You
don't gotta tell me.
That part.
When people get all high and mighty, I'm like, yo, chill. I already sinned several times today. I'm sure God knows. I know. I'm living, I'm learning. You know what I mean? When you wake up and some pisses you off and immediately you curse or like have a low vibration, you've already quote unquote sin. Because all sinning is lowering your frequency down to somewhere that doesn't help you.
Lower than your standards, right?
Sinning is just lowering yourself.
Basically lowering what you think is right. That's sinning.
Well, you know it's right. Yeah. Sin is anything like,
that's how I feel too.
Like the word sin, we just learned the other day. Sin is actually the name of a moon god, a lunar goddess. Sin.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Sun and sin, look it up. It goes deep. Oh, Lord, have mercy. It's the balance of it all. It's just the light and the dark, the light and the dark, the light and the dark, sun, sin. You get it.
Shadow self. Yeah.
It's so simple, but it's so if you want to make it complicated,
embrace our shadow.
You can go complicated in this path. If you want. I have.
I have.
But guess what? It all comes right back
to you.
To you.
Yeah.
I choose to keep it simple.
I know, but you know what? You don't because you like games. You like to play those games, so you like a challenge.
Well, our souls, I think our souls are so old. We got a little bored.
That's all that she means.
We just want to entertain our souls.
I know what you're saying. I don't know. Yeah. We go together like birds of a feather. Each one.
We're
Each
so infinite. That's why this
sign.
thing's got to stop, y'all. We've really gotten out of control with entertaining ourselves for each lifetime now. I call, that's enough. Time out.
Well, this is my last
Are you
lifetime.
talking to me?
My last incarnation.
Time out. That's enough. What? We've gone way off course with like the storylines and narratives. Like what? Yeah. That's your soul that did this to your soul. So think about your life. What? You've had too much time up. Nope. That's it.
I have too much time on my hands.
We've gotten off course. We've gotten way off course.
Time on my hands, Christine.
We've learned our lessons. We've got it.
Right. I know. I get what you're saying. I think too hard on stuff. I make it complicated. I get exactly what you're saying.
Right. When all you have to do is win for yourself. Just win for yourself.
And wait for myself. Yeah.
And
you know what?
None of us used to do that.
You're saying that because we were never taught that.
No.
We were never taught
to show up for everyone else but yourself.
So look outside of ourselves. Look outside of ourselves.
Show up for your teachers. Show up for your preachers. Show up for your show up. Never yourself.
See?
See?
Yeah, I know you see. I mean, but you helped me see, and I'm
you've helped me see. You helped me see with reading the Sophia.
I was thinking about you last night and my grandma.
As I like to call them, the Christine prophecies, because every time she says Celestine, all I hear is Christine prophecies.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, I'm listening.
Before I got on here, I go on Pinterest. You guys know that by my post, and that's what I seen was I don't know how to say it. Say it, Celestine.
The Celestine prophecy.
Celestine. I got a speech impediment, and it's weird.
Yeah, me too. It's fine. Celestine.
Yeah, you get it. And I posted it.
Angel prophecy.
You guys were talking about it. I know that we're on the same wavelength, and they're the fifth. I know we're rising in frequency together because I got the same download. Absolutely. And I don't care if it's through my phone or how I get the download.
Anybody couldn't sleep? I couldn't sleep till 3:30. I was up till 3:30 last night, wired. And I cut my caffeine off early.
3:30 too.
I think it was the Crystal Babies. They had me so elevated in frequency. I was like, I don't need sleep. I'm just going to organize and doodle. And I doodled all night last night. I drew a bunch of stuff, actually. I'll show you guys. And I was
these little ones, like your grandkids, are the Crystal Babies?
These are
three. My sister are
age 3.5, or age 4, 5, 6, and 7, and they're all Montessori kids. They go to the Montessori school. It's called a Free to Be Me school. Oh, I like they just do them, girl, and you just give them some like structure, knowledge, love, guidance when they want it.
So
otherwise,
that they have a place like that
themselves at this school. They don't want you to do anything for them. The one little girl was 7, making herself hot tea yesterday. I was like, okay. Montessori schools, they teach you how to live.
Okay,
they don't teach you nonsense that needs to fill your brain and take up space when you could be doing. These kids know how to like weave baskets and crochet. They're 5. Wow. Like awesome. I was like, they have acrobatic gear in the ceiling of their classroom, so if they're feeling antsy, they can just get up and go to a flip. Gymnastics. Or they can run outside. They don't have to.
Favorite things as a kid.
Going outside. They put on their snow boots and their coat, and they're allowed to go out in the yard and just run. Nobody says, "What are you doing? You can't go out right now. Sit down. We're going out together." No, because that's not the real world, is it, everybody? It is very cool, and I'm like, wow, this is what I think education should be like. These kids they all had their own they had like lunch, like they were at a French bistro yesterday with manners, the boys pulling out the chairs for the girls cleaning up after the
etiquette.
That's amazing.
It was amazing. It was very beautiful.
It is amazing. However,
one little girl went to 21 countries already. She's been to 21 countries. My niece, Angelina, she goes, "Hey, Chris." I said, "Yeah." She goes, "I've been to 21 countries." I was like, "Girl, you know you're the stuff. Come on right now."
Yeah.
And then, the other one, I mean, they're just amazing. They're just a beautiful reflection.
There's no coincidence in that. Been going 21 countries already.
That's my sister, Susha. Susha is a world traveler. She They just went to a 14-day Joe Dispenza workshop in Mexico.
I love
14 days of Joe Dispenza live in Mexico. My sisters just came back from.
Wow.
What? The day I came, I'm like, you can't make this up. I was like, shut up. Because the only meditation I've been able to do for a year is Joe Dispenza.
Right.
And now they're like, we were just at a Joe Dispenza. Where I was like, what? Be quiet right now. Now we're sharing Joe Dispenza meditations back and forth. I'm like, you can't make this up.
What? Good. Really good.
If you don't know who Joe Dispenza is, well, look him up. He's the best meditation I've ever done in my life.
Yes. I had no idea until I listened to him. I thought he was always religious.
It's because he's he's totally wrapped up with the galactics. He takes you right to them every single time. He like owns his own portal. He's a gatekeeper, a portal holder. Joe Dispenza will take you through the portal. He will take your ass.
Yeah.
He really will. He does some trippy stuff with auto tune and everything during it. I'm like, whoa. He's the living. He's like mushrooms in a man. He's a man, but he's mushroom. That's Joe Dispenza. My sister Susha's like, Joe Dispenza's breathing techniques. Oh my god. I was like, I know, Sush. Wow. She was really excited. I was like, yeah, girl. It is. It's crazy the things he can do to your vessel.
If he came here, I would try to go. Definitely try to go.
I was like, what do you guys go to Mexico for? Like 14 days, Joe Dispenza. I was like, this is why we're sisters. This is why we're sisters.
Right.
Exactly. I had no idea that's what they were doing. Oh, and last night, guess where Susha was?
Where?
With Trump at his rally here in the Poconos.
Yeah.
He was here last night. And my sister Susha and my brother-in-law Sam were at the rally. They took it's on my Facebook because Trump was here last night.
Right.
Oh yeah, right here where I am in the same town.
Oh, right there in your town.
Right here, like literally up the road. I had when I saw that, I saw my sister. Yeah. I literally was supposed to go for dinner, but because I worked all day, I was like, I'm tired. I'm just gonna chill, right? So I look on Facebook at like 10 o'clock. Here's my sister with Donald Trump and my brother-in-law up the road with Trump. I'm like,
wow, what happened?
What's going on right now? I just started laughing so hard. I was crying laughing by myself. I was like, okay, Spirit. Okay. I get it. You want me on the ley line. I get it. You want me on the ley line. I get it. I get it. I'm on the damn ley line. Okay? Let's go.
With Trump. That's wild. That's wild.
Trump said, this is how I know this is a projection. Because I grew up in Atlantic City. I'm a sacred disruptor, and so is he. So is he. We're both sacred disruptors. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that at some level.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably the reason he came in your area. He's going his.
He's from Sirius. They're different. He's like a hybrid of like a gray Syrian or something. I don't know.
Oh, I know.
His mama was from Sirius or something. His daddy's a gray.
He's here to cause chaos. That's all I know.
Yes, he's a sacred disruptor like me, but he's like the polar. He's like the polarity of it.
So yeah. So
you know what I mean? He's what I was. He's what I was when I was unhealed. Say that. He's a very unhealed version of me, Donald Trump. I look at him like, you're smart and you're great and stuff, but really,
you go.
Get it together behind the scenes, okay?
Yeah. Well, he has to keep a facade like that, you know?
I don't know what he has to keep, girl. He has to keep his soul contract is what he has to keep, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think he's the same.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You got a soul contract.
This new one, because he's not the same one.
Like we all
I don't know what. I haven't watched news since I left that man.
I don't watch the news
I think it's
either.
version 2.0.
That's why I'm like, I don't know.
I haven't left the news since I left that 1505 address.
Okay, right.
I haven't seen the stock market. I haven't
seen the right there, if you're awake.
What she talking about lips and weaves. Are you serious?
There's no TV here. She has no TVs here. I love it.
I don't watch shit.
TVs.
No, I know you don't. None of us
do. You got music, you got nature, or you got nothing. Or you got your imagination.
My reality.
And I like it like that. There used to be a TV in the lodge. They took it out. I'm like, go take it out. People do not need to come here to watch TV. Go do that.
Right.
Connect to nature there.
Yeah, I have my phone, babe. So just my phone. So I do have TV.
I thought you said something else.
technically I have my phone, but you know what I'm saying? Like, even that gets annoying, holding your phone to watch a movie. No, I'd rather just look out at the stars. So that's the point, though.
When you go outside by yourself without your phone and connect, that's how you know you connect. That's why I try to explain to Amy.
There's bears and I'm by myself here, but I do. I'll put it down and walk away a little bit. But I need my bear alarm just in case on my phone.
Well, that's true. It's true. That is very.
I trust the bear alarm on my phone. You can download an app, and there's these
crazy carrying a flashlight.
Run away from.
Yeah, no, that's.
It makes flashing things, and it makes these noises. And bears are supposed to be afraid of it.
Yard. I didn't mean like there, but yeah, you're right. Yeah,
no, I know.
I would have mine with me too.
No, it's cool. I'm here all by myself, which is cool, but it's a resort. It's a resort, so like I'm here. Right. All by I'm on camera and my sister can see me because it's all like live feed. So if I leave the room, she can see me on the property, which is comforting. You know what I mean? Not in the rooms, like outside on the courtyard. There's cameras everywhere because they have to watch for bears in the middle of the night. They have to know. My Sam will come over and scare them away. You know what I mean? But but yeah, it's cool. But then last night, I think that's why I couldn't sleep too. It was so quiet. And I heard every noise, and then all of a sudden, it sounded like someone slid down the ice on the roof. And it wasn't like an animal. It sounded like a person, ran off the, and I was like,
reindeer type sound.
It was, Wow. So then I put these little locky, the little locky things at the top of the window right here.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm flipping those things tonight. I'm not playing. So, yeah. I flipped the little locky things last night. I was not playing. Whatever that was, probably a bear or a raccoon just decided to scooch off the roof from a tree, but it scared the life.
Something that can get on the roof. I know.
Santa. It's Santa. He's early, girl. He can't be coming by outside the date that we've designated. This is Pennsylvania. You get yourself bang bangs. You know what I mean?
I think it's more spiritual.
Don't be on the roof here. Everybody here packing heat. Everybody.
It's probably a being from another dimension.
When I tell you the amount of hunting that's been going on, it's insane.
Fae and all of it.
Oh yeah.
So it could have been a Sasquatch.
A Sasquatch.
The guest there. BX?
There's no one here. That's what I'm saying. There's no one here.
Right. That's what I mean. Nobody there. That is the place that they will be.
Me. So it's busy on the weekends, but then I come back and there's no one here. And it's just me and the wildlife and the fae and the Sasquatch.
Right.
And the bear.
And aliens.
And my cousin, my sister can see me, like I said, on the cameras.
Right.
So I'm not going to get hurt by anybody outside and no one know because it's triggered by movement and sound.
You're protected.
But it's just when I'm laying in bed here at night. And I heard that last night and I was like, okay, do you get up and go look? So I was like, yeah, because I'm tough. Afraid. I got up, I put on the lights, opened the windows. I was like, the hell was that? But then I was like, funk that. And I shut the windows and I pulled the sheets and I was like, ah. And then I ran to my bed and pulled the covers over my head. Like a proper grown-up.
Yeah.
And went to sleep. Said, oh, well, it'll have to find me under these covers if it wants me.
No.
I'm hiding. It works. Just jump in your bed and pull up the covers over your face. It works every time.
Oh, I know.
It hasn't not worked.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's being a girly on her own for the first time in basically my entire life. I've never been like on my own. I've always been with my parents, my siblings, my spouse, my kids, my boyfriend, and now it's just me. So I'm pretty proud of myself,
Yes.
Last night some women would have called every man in their phone and be like, there's something on the roof. Not me. I said that. I got up, I ripped up the windows, I turned on lights, and I was like, what was that? And I was like, you know what, Chris, that was pretty good. Except if it had been something, and then you're an idiot because you didn't have anything in your hand, and you're just running willy-nilly towards it. Like, take me in my pajamas.
Shut up.
Anyway, I felt good in there. It all worked out.
But
Whatever.
You know what? That was kind of like also saying, if you're an extraterrestrial, you can come see me.
Well, that's what I thought too, because I had just listened to something about the
That's what I
Arcturians,
think
and they said that they were contacting me, and that I didn't find their post, that the post found me, and that it was an actual transmission and an activation. And right after that went off, that noise happened. So I was like, was that the Arcturians? Like looking up the window.
Right.
Because that I'm like looking for blue people, and I'm like, are there blue people outside? Like what? I would have been fine with that. I'm not even afraid at this point.
Yeah.
At all. If I saw some blue dude standing down there, I'd be like,
don't want to hurt us.
Arcturian? Okay, cool.
Yeah. But then the Earth mind comes in and says, oh no, what if it's a bear or something bad like in the movies? I get it.
Exactly, but that's the programming again.
Right.
And again,
Right.
I was reading about, if you guys look on my Facebook, I posted about my ancestors last night because I went down a deep rabbit. That's the other reason I was up till 3 a.m. and I was with my great granddaddy going down rabbit holes for days. Oh my goodness, about my family.
Oh, that's what you were supposed to
Y'all, guess what? Guess what people didn't want me to know?
do? What?
I'll tell you all in the next year because I'm going to hire somebody to help me figure it out.
Okay.
Divine inheritances will be rewarded to those that have stayed faithful. Y'all, just hang in there. I know it's been really weird and they want you to think this is all a hoax and just go back to your normal cycle. And no, do not hang in there. Things are about to change in big ways, abundance and manifestation wise for the faithful. And by that, I mean the ones that have been getting their ass kicked their entire lives. The faithful, like us.
Yeah.
Yes. It will be seen.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
I really
Found
do.
out a bunch of stuff. My family owns land in Apache National Park. I found out a bunch of stuff yesterday. Okay. A bunch of stuff. People probably found out before me and were like, we don't need her to find this out. And then if she's not here, we can have that.
Okay.
Guess what? My ancestors don't play, and they led my hand right to it last night, to every article, to every lawsuit, to every lawyer's name, to every address, to every relative.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
It's deep.
oh, it's deep. It goes so deep. It goes so deep, sis. But I posted on my Facebook, so if you're curious, go pop over and look at some of the stories I found about my family yesterday. And I wonder who has that land now. U.S. government for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah,
I believe that's mine,
That's right.
and I'll be taking that back now. It's a national park, you say? No, it's my great grandfather's.
Oh.
And they passed.
Yes. Now you got me
Oh.
thinking.
Anyway, I'm just gonna leave.
What
that
we don't
there.
know, we don't know. And now
Right,
we know.
but guess what? Some of our ancestors manifested you. You are your great grandfather's dream come true. Cause I'm here to take it all back, baby, and give it to where it belongs. Back to Gaia. Back to the people that care for it.
Right. Back to the rightful owner.
Oh, shit's about to get real, y'all. There's a reason I went to bed with Pocahontas braids last night. I woke up today like
There is
ready
a
to
reason.
go, Tonto. Okay.
Literally.
Shame. I know your name. Oh, anyway, I love y'all. Keep digging through your ancestry.
I mean,
as well.
the nerve.
Keep digging through your ancestry as well. There's a lot. Look up the names a little bit different. Put just their first initial, their middle initial, and their last name. Put just their last name. Look up your ancestry. Because I promise a lot of us have one thing in common here right now. For entertainment purposes only.
You got my head spinning.
It's not just our social interests.
Right.
Our DNA, baby. I'm telling you right now, you guys. It's a new day. It's a new world. It's a new consciousness. And the veil has been lifted. The veil has been lifted, y'all. So I want to say thank you to my grandfather Tolles and my great grandfather Tolles and my grandfather DeWitt, my great uncles, because they led me down the craziest, coolest rabbit hole for the last like till 3 a.m, basically. And they're finally like, "That's it, you can go to sleep now." And I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Just after the monster on the roof, I lay down and went to sleep. I was like, "That's enough for one day." But yeah, your ancestors want to tell you things. Do you know how much? Do you know how much inheritance has been misplaced, lost along the way in your lineages? Okay, and we all sit around talking about, "I'm poor, I can't pay my bills." Are you? Or is it just misplaced? Is there just a veil? Has it just been redirected? Has somebody just tried to stop you? Because they're like, "Oh, they can't figure that out, and we're all screwed." Or can you figure it out? Just ask.
Now I will, yeah.
And this isn't about money or greed at all for me. I live out of a suitcase in my sister's resort in the Poconos. Nah, that's not what this is about. This is about setting it right.
Yeah.
This is about the truth. This is about divine, anointed inheritance on a spiritual level. I mean,
Right.
man's world comes into that, but I'm talking on a spiritual inheritance level. Yep, that's what they've been trying to avoid for so long. Wow. Us realizing that, yeah, there's evil bloodlines. Guess what else there is? Angelic.
Divine.
Divine wrath. We are the divine wrath. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. I'm roughing it. I don't give a shit. I'm also feeling like a queen every day. I've never felt more like an empress in my life. I sit with my chin up, with my Converse on. I don't care. It's made me realize none of that shit matters. Not the clothes, not the jewelry, not the stuff, not the cars, none of it. It's all really great and nice and gratitude.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's so fun to have all these things, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, who are you when it all gets stripped away? Who are you?
Right.
I thought I knew. I did. But only like a third of the way down. I had to go all the way. And then you get to know yourself. God willing.
The good, bad, and the
Not
ugly.
everybody gets through this. So remember that too.
I know.
You're a warrior. You're a beast.
That's also why we're here. For the ones
You're a
that
warrior.
didn't.
You go hard for yourself and you refuse to be told something other than what you know. That's you're the other half of the split right now. We are the split. We are the ones that, yeah, sure, I did this, that, and this, but look at me now.
Right.
Really look at me now. And if they can't, and your light blinds them and they run, let them run. That's it. Because you've already shined the light in their eyes, and they can't forget that. They won't forget that part. They will not. Your seed is planted. 1110. 111, baby.
It's 10:10 on my clock. Yes. And today's the 10th. 10:10.
Let's go. We got 2 more days till the 12:12. I told you it was going to be the 10:10. Actually, it's the 10:01 to the 12:12.
Yes, you did.
Flipping your timeline.
Yes, you did.
Rocking your world.
Yes, you did. I do remember that.
No, 12:21's a
It
mirror
was the
day.
8:8 to the 12:12.
12:21 is too.
8:8 to the
It's a
12:12.
mirror day.
And 12:25 because of 2025. So
12:25, yeah.
2026 is going to be the most amazing, most beautiful, most transformative, magical solar cycle ever. Y'all. I guarantee you.
12:26. Okay.
This year, 2026.
Yeah.
This year, this coming year. I mean, 2026.
Yes.
Yeah. I can.
It's the 10. Yeah.
11:11. Here we go.
11:11.
And the year after.
Let's go.
Ele tamara solo para iluminara veio anomalirae orangeli ezara shiro sheno hayae sheno imara sovetara ola tu kele mahara siria elutare anuma sheliraya solu solu melira tada no nero sinara balu ezira sho shenaya olira mara elira guru ashera talun vara etir shanari solu ara shelui mara suetanari ona tu kele mahara siya yutare anuma sheliraya solu solu delira valira shenu valira kilu no sheta numero shelianara shumero taletila valira omen shenore keletaye ona tu tele mahara siya yutare anuma sheliraya solu solu elira.
Only people with childhood trauma seem to be able to solve this.
Always.
The reason is because
Every
people
time.
with childhood trauma.
Love you, Sharon. Oh wow, super cool. Oh wow. No shit. Wow. Love it. Love it, BX. Oh my gosh. Your drawings remind me of Bobby Rox's. And you're both codon 3s. That's wild.
That's why.
Well, that's why we're both codon 3, babe.
Yeah, I know.
That explains that, doesn't it?
Divine feminine, divine
Yeah.
masculine.
We're the same style.
Yeah, that's neat.
Love you, Bobby
We are
Rox.
a lot alike.
Thank you. Now that I look back at all my doodles, I'm understanding they were not doodles, everyone.
Right.
They were not doodles. They were our soul's
got me
blueprint
into
back
that
to
too.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What your doodles are, you're drawing yourself a map back to yourself.
Map of the
That's what you're
world.
doing. Everything you write.
Yes.
It says crystalline Atlantis remembering fire. I am the sanctuary of remembrance. The living temple walks with you. Witness divinity, vessel, spirit, the holy grail, Christos Sophia. That just fell on the floor. So I'll leave you with that.
Wow. Yeah.
I'll leave you with that. I'm going to go help with the crystal babies for a few hours. Go
Yay.
get some more divine healing.
Yay.
Yes. For both of you. I love that.
Yes. Just have a beautiful day.
This is
Love you,
something
Trina.
I did a while
Yeah,
back.
I mean, I love.
with
I
chalk.
didn't realize that it was scribing. I just called it doodling, but that's exactly what it is. Is scribing.
Yeah.
You're scribing. Yep. You're writing. You're drawing. You're having a self-portrait. You're drawing a self-portrait.
You too,
That's what you're
Diana.
doing when you're writing all this. That's you. It's all part of you. All of it.
Yes.
Have a great day, Diana. I keep thinking of you, Diana. Let me show you really quick. So my daughter's dog ate my thumper, y'all, but that's okay. That's okay. But the only stuffy I have left now is my Princess Diana Beanie Baby. And it's been going everywhere with me, Diana. So literally, I picked this up like the day you started coming into our sanctuary, which is weird. I like found it in a container because my husband used to have a pawn shop. This thing is probably worth a few grand. I carried around like it's a stuffy. It is a stuffy. I don't care. But yeah, Diana, I have my Princess Diana bear right next to me. Just so you know, sis.
Collective awakening.
You gotta have a stuffy. Even the universe is like keeps trying to take those away too. Like the dog ate thumper. I'm trying to keep Diana bear with me. Maybe I'm allowed to have one stuffy, universe. Come on. I'm not attached to it. I just like it. Darn it. Non-attachment. That one's rough for a Taurus girl, but I've got it. I got it mastered. I'm good. Russ used to slow dance horribly to this song with me. I loved him so much. He was definitely a step on your footer guy. He had size 13 feet. So step my feet.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, I got my toes wailed on at his brother's wedding a few times because I had on open toe. Oh my god.
Oh.
He tried though. It was cute.
Right.
I love Ed Sheeran.
He tried, you know?
He did try.
Like
he
that.
did. He did.
That was his.
I follow this Irish girl
He
that
didn't
like
let his ego get in the way. You know what I mean?
not at all. No, he was a big goofball. I follow this Irish girl and her baby is like 2 and he looks just like Ed Sheeran. He's like a little shrunken Ed Sheeran. He's so cute. He's got the hair and everything.
How cute.
Like tiny Ed Sheeran. Yeah, he did have a big heart. He's a big doof. I've been talking to a couple of his it's weird, like some of his Marine buddies have reached out because they've seen me post and stuff where they're like, you good? And I'm like, yeah. And all of them are going through stuff too. Like one caught his wife cheating. Like they're all going through it too. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Everyone, the splits. If you don't belong together, you're getting ripped apart right now. I'll tell you that much. You better know you belong where you're at. Because if you don't, it's like Velcro. It's violent.
Right.
Yep. It is.
Ripped off.
Where we are.
All right, guys. Have a beautiful